So one thing that must be noted again, if you then want to use this function has a name. You named it, or I named it, calculate atcontent.dna. So if I want to use this, I need to be able to call that function. We call it when you actually, because here the function is only defined, but it's not going to give you any result. If I could click Control Enter, you will see nothing. You won't see an error, but it won't give you any results. So what you then need to do is you can either paste this in there as is, but normally we put the string into, and remember this can be a file as well, an entire file. But in this case, we put the string into a variable name called myDNA, and then we will call this function. Remember, this is the name of the function. Calculate atcontent, we just defined it up here. This is the name of the function. So you will call this function, and then you will add your sequence that you want to call to it. Because remember, the function was written that way. If you have a look at how the function looks, the function looks like this. This is the function name, or the function syntax. It's called calculate atcontent, and it takes DNA. So I'm calling it, and I'm calling it using myDNA, and all I did was here, I added it to a variable name, or I stored this into a variable name. Now what's going to be inside here in this variable name is going to be what I told it to return to me. But now if I try to run this, you will still see that you would think that it's going to give me any information, but it's not, because this is only holding the value that in the return statement, it's only holding it. But you didn't specify that you want it to be printed to screen. So the only way to get this printed to screen would be to then print this variable name. And then you should be able to see that it gives you a result.